and welcome to once again to the new episode of our review series since 2018. That's for sure. And so, in the last week, I posted a vote of what should I review for the next episode, which for the vote results are pretty interesting. On the first round, it was on 50-50 and no one would vote for a second one. And here's the list of the things right here that I put in the vote. Feel free to pause it if you want to take a look at the list shown here. And oh well, guess what? Who wins this vote in the last stand? It's the tablet that I'm going to review in this episode. So on a different station, let's bring that tablet back. And there we go. Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 10.1 TTP 500 has made a return. But what will happen to it? Can it run any basic programs like a camera, YouTube, Google, games, or anything else? But probably you're going to find out in this episode right now. And right now, I kinda turn off this tablet for some reason, so right now I'm going to turn it on. And there we go. A Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 10.1 starting up. Wait for it. I think this is going to take a while. Alright, so I've moved a cactus to this position right here, and there we go. And right now it is starting up, and as you can see right now it is running on Lineage OS 7.1.2 Nougat. So as you can see right now it is starting up. And there we go, Lineage OS. So as you can see right now, it actually boots into a lock screen. So right now I'm going to swipe to unlock, and it just black screen on me, and I don't even know why. Alright, for some reason it is actually been started up, and as you can see right now, it's actually boot into the menu screen. So as you can see here, here's what it looks like for the menu screen. So as you can see here, here's what it looks like. And let's take a look at the bloatware on this Lineage OS. So as you can see here, for the first bloatware right here is Audio FX. What's that do? So as you can see here, here's what it looks like for the Audio FX, which is the part of bloatware right here. And there we go. So as you can see here, it is basically just an equalizer for your speakers or your headphones. So who knows what it's actually going to be. So as you can see right now, it is actually set as small speakers, and you can switch to rock, pop, jazz, hip-hop, blah 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 stuff, heavy metal, my favorite. And probably I'm going to put virtualizer, which for some reason it is actually not available for the speaker mode. So right now I didn't have any headphones on it, so I will probably going to test its speaker on it. So, and I'm going to put a reverb on this if I want, but I'm not going to put on a reverb anyways. So I would probably going to set this on heavy metal. So this is probably my favorite genre of the music so far. And here's the browser, which I'm going to get an access in later. And here's a calculator. What's that do? Oh well, it looks like a calculator. Look at that. So I can calculate like 52 divided by 9. Oh, there we go. Infinite amount of number right there. So the basic calculator works on this. What about a calendar on this? So for a calendar, which it actually works. So as you can see here, today is 12th of November 2022, the post 11:11. So, and what about a clock? And for the camera right here, I will go that into the detail later. So I'm going to take a look at some simple bloatware right here that I got on this Lineage OS. So let's take a look at the clock. So as you can see here, here's what it looks like for a clock. As you can see here, you got an alarm, clock, I guess. I think that's a world clock. And here is a timer. You can set up to 99 hours, 99 minutes, 99 seconds. And here is a stopwatch, which it actually works. Reset that. And that's it for the clock. Contacts, it looks like and there we go. It's basically just contacts on this, so nothing special here. and there is a draw bricks on there, which I will get into the gaming test in detail later. And here is the email right there. What's that do? For email, and there we go. It is basically just tell you to wait. I think it is basically just telling you to set up your account in just a few steps. So nothing special here. And files looks like, well, a file. So gallery, which apparently it looks like a gallery. And lightning, I don't even know what that is, but it's actually the part of the bloatware. Messaging, and it looks like a messaging. So once you start a new conversation, you see a list here. So there's no messages on this. Music, I think yes. It doesn't even have music. So what about phone? I think the phone, no one's on the speed dial yet. So right now I'm going to call somebody else on this. Oh well. So that's a very dangerous number that I'm going to call. That's too dangerous for me in Thailand. So, and what about this one? And what about recorder? Which looks like a recorder, I guess. I think yes. The recorder that looks like a recorder, and just widescreen on me. I don't even know why. And the camera is blurry for some reason. And there we go. So as you can see here for the recorder is in spawning. Wait. So as you can see here for the recorder, which you can record both the sound and the screen. And there is a setting there, which you can set the audio from microphone would be included in the video, which you can turn on if you want, but I think not, cause oh well, I'm not going to record the screen on this anyways, but since this thing, just like what I said in the previous video that I've done about this, it has a 1 GB of RAM, and it's going to be extremely laggy. And for record sound, it actually did just fine but for recorder that you can actually record both the screen and the sound. That's pretty much it for recorder on this. And it's being super laggy. What about settings? Oh well, it says typical shading spawning. Wait, it is really slow, look at that. So as you can see here, here's what it looks like. For settings, as you can see here, just look at the noticeable lag on this. So as you can see here about the tablet, which right now is running on 7.1.2 and it is version 14.1, and this one is from 2020 on official Espresso 3G, and the security patch level, it was actually June 5, 2020. And let's take a look at Android Easter Egg right here. Android 7.1.2, and there we go. It is a Nougat. Stop sign. A cat. And I don't even know what that means. So, and that's basically it for settings, which there is not much things that I'm going to take a look at it, but although it's really simple. So, alright guys. So for this part of the video here, it is going to be slightly changing the date and the time because oh well, you can see that right now I'm filming this at 6:06 and today it is 13th of November, and from the previous part of this video that I'm filming here, it was filmed on 12th of November, which it was on Saturday, and right now I'm going to film this on Sunday. So for this part of the video here, it is going to be a continued part from what I previously done from yesterday that filmed the review of this tablet, which I've talked about of the bloatware on this, which is kind of typical. And right now, without any further nonsense ado, let's take a look at the camera on this thing from the previous part of the video that I've talked about. So as you can see here, here's what it looks like for the camera. So as you can see here from the camera viewfinder, you wouldn't get much any settings that you can set on the back camera. And there is non-existence autofocus whatsoever. You wouldn't get any autofocus on the back camera. And just like what I said in the previous video that I've talked about this Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 10.1, this thing is basically just a webcam sensor that's actually stuck onto the body of the tablet. And so that's why you wouldn't get any autofocus on the back camera at all. It's basically just a fixed focus lens. And as you can see here, there's some settings that you can set on the back camera for a guideline, which you can turn on or off if you want. And here's the sail timer that you can set up to 10 seconds. And here's the exposure compensation, which you can set up to +2, and the lowest, which is going to be -2. which is just basically just darken the image out. I'm going to set that to 0, which is pretty standard. And you can switch to the front camera if you want, which is basically just the same settings as what on the back camera though. So as you can see here on the front camera, you're probably going to see off the graininess when in a low light. So you're probably going to see myself and the camera. And let's take a look at the video mode on this thing. So as you can see here, I'm still on the front camera and I switched to the video mode. So as you can see here, just like what I said, it's in VGA 640 by 480 video recording. And oh well, there is not much setting that you can set on the video mode. You get guideline and that's it. Switch to the back camera, and the back camera is 1280 by 720 as usual, and still has a narrow focal length field of view. But how about a camera and video test on this? Oh well, so I'm still having this on the front camera, so I'm going to switch back to the camera. So as you can see here, here's what it looks like after I switch to the back camera. And right now I'm going to take a photo of my Astropylum cactus right here. Alright, I have to take a picture of my cactus. So as you can see here, just look off the definition in the photo. And you're probably going to see that off the graininess when in low light. So it is not too bad. But for taking photos, something like this in low light, this is what you're gonna get off the graininess in here. So, and for some reason the back is in focus and the front, it doesn't even want to focus. So the background in focus, the front not focus. So what about a video? I'm going to record a sample video from this. I will be back in a moment. Alright, so I've done recording a sample from this tablet. So right now let's take a look at the video that I just took recently. Play video player, just on. Oh, just so how grainy it is in low light. And I'm going to put it to the max volume. Oh well, the speakers are really quiet to be honest. You can barely hear me what I'm saying, but oh well. And I don't even know if it is actually due to the speakers or something, but oh well. The speakers are kinda quiet. And I don't even know if it is actually the speaker or the microphone doing this, so who knows. And I've done some video tests on the back camera, so I'm going to switch to the front camera. And oh well, I didn't test the camera test on the front camera, so maybe I'm going to jump back to the camera test in later. Right now I'm going to record a video in 640 by 480. And here's what it looks like for a video recording in VGA 640 by 480 video recording. And right now let's take a look at the video that I just took with the VGA front. Oh well, for the front camera video recording, which I'm going to say that it is actually isn't too bad. But although despite of the graininess in the video when in low light, but when in a really bright sunlight, those grains will go away. But whatever in low light, the pixels are going to be freaked out, and you can see off the graininess in the picture in the video playback like that. And right now I'm going to switch to the camera. So I'm going to set to 3 seconds too. So for the cell timer. And I just took a photo with the cell timer. Let's take a look. As you can see here, here's me and the camera setup and my victory sign right there, which is very neat and very nice. But if when you're in a very bright sunlight, those freak out grains will go away. So, and for EV composition right here, which is basically just brightening the image and darken the image out, which is basically it for EV composition, whatever it is. And alright, that's pretty much it for the camera test, which the camera actually works, but somehow you have to be patient waiting for the shutter in order to get it to work. Alright, so after I've done some camera tests, and right now let's get right into gaming tests on this tablet. And the only game that is being installed is this drawbricks right here, which my brother kinda left in there, so let's open that up to see if it works. And again, you have to be patient waiting for something to start up on a 1 GB of RAM on this tablet. And as you can see here, here's what it looks like for a gaming test on drawbricks. So as you can see here, there's a little bit of lag going on here, but this supply is acceptable for 1 GB of RAM. So right now I'm going to draw an Among Us. How do I draw? Oh, there we go. And right now I'm going to draw an Among Us. This is actually, I'm doing a benchmarking on a 1 GB of RAM on this tablet. So the low spec game kind of works. And right now, as you can see here, I'm building an Among Us. Right now it is almost in a perfect shape. And you can see here, this is but it's more like a thick Among Us in here. So, and here's what it looks like for my Among Us here. So and you're going to see that it is really thick. Alright, so I think this is it. This is the one. This is the one I want. And here's what it looks like for my Among Us here. And I can draw some other particles around it. And here's what it looks like. Just randomly tap on the... But to be honest, playing on a low specs game, it is actually kind of works on this tablet, but although you have to be a little bit patient for the app to start up, because this thing, it is really slow at certain times. So, but although for 1 GB of RAM, playing on a low spec game like this drawbricks right here is acceptable. But what would happen if I'm going to play Minecraft, especially the newest version of 1.19, which I don't imagine is going to be super laggy. So, and that's basically it for a gaming test on this. And right now, let's get this tablet into an internet test to see if it's work or not. Come on. And there we go. So as you can see right now, I've opened up Google. I think it is trying. And you can see there, here's my dad's account, which is also used by my brothers. So, and I'm going to search for Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1 GT P500, which I have already on. Let me search. There we go. Come on. Oh, there we go. So as you can see here, here's what it looks like when browsing Google on this Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1 GT P500 on new Android. So as you can see here, I'm going to go for GSM Arena, which actually tells off the specs on this tablet and some other stuff too. So, open the browser. Why? Oh, there we go. Open the browser, just ons. Oh, there we go. It actually shows the domain name. So, wait for it. And there we go. It slowly show up. And as you can see here, browsing GSM Arena, showing the specs of a Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 2.1 GT P500. And as you can see here, here's what it looks like when browsing an internet, like browser. And no radio on this, unfortunately. I didn't even notice that in the first video that I've reviewed this. And right now, let's get right into the further 10 internet test, YouTube test. Oh well, I just have YouTube on it, but although I couldn't show you what my dad searched for and my brother searched for, so that's why it's pretty cool up like this. Oh, there we go. So as you can see here, here's what it looks like when browsing something on YouTube. And you can see all of my brothers and dad's search stuff. And right now I'm going to search for AK Video Dolby Vision. wait for it. As you can see here, I have this AK HDR Dolby Vision here. Let's click on that. But to be honest, I'm using my dad's account in order to do all of that for this test. So, damn it! Advancements! Oh well, backup instruments. Ever heard of that before? I think yes, but you guys don't. Oh well, it just slowly loads. Oh, there we go. It actually works this time. I'm going to set the video quality, which is set to auto 720p. So, but since it's on 720p, so I'm going to test the video in 720p instead. And here's what it looks like when browsing full screen on this. And you can see all of the beauty in the video right there. But hey, the speakers aren't that bad. They aren't that bad at all. And I'm not gonna imagine if I'm going to pump up to 1080p on this. So let's try that. So this is going to eat up a lot of internet life. So now I'm going to switch to 1080p. So here's what it looks like when it's in 1080p. There we go. 1080p works. I think yes. I think yes. It just shows some visible. There we go. It's just load and lag, and that's it. So browsing something on YouTube and watching videos, it is actually acceptable. But for 1 GB of RAM, what can I expect? So, but although if you can actually watch YouTube videos on this, which I'm going to say that before that it was on Android 4.1.2 and you can't even access anything to YouTube. But oh well, the YouTube actually doesn't working, and it was on a very old version, and these guys were actually literally a new version on. So the YouTube doesn't work on old Android, but on new Android it works. So I'm gonna say, I'm sorry if I didn't wash my hands before recording a video. So that was my bad. And right now I'm going to search for myself. Oh, there we go. There's my search on there. Come on. And as you can see here, here's my YouTube channel right there. So, and I'm going to browse something on my channel here. So as you can see here, here's what it looks like when browsing channel, like myself. So as you can see here, here's what it looks like. And there's a video that I've reviewed, Vigilante, Cap Grip 2, and right now I'm using on my Samsung. And I'm going to search for the video where I've reviewed this right here. So let's test it out. So as you can see here, this is the part 1 of reviewing this Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 2.1. So I'm going to go for full screen. Oh, there we go. Haha, welcome again. Oh my, no! What are you doing? What are you doing here? Hey, the speakers are actually not that bad. Oh, there we go. This kicks in my old intro there. I'm back in 2012 where the most of the... I'm going to scrub through my video here to the important parts. So as you can see, here's what it looks like. Hey guys. Search, and there is... This is going to be half my video inception right here when reviewing something else like this. So as you can see right now I have browser tracing. Alright, everything have turned on, so as you can see, and the video that gets set on my channel, it is in 720p. My cat is having a problem all the time. And it's at 720p 30 frames per second. And it's not 50 frames like what I originally filmed. 188 grams and 9.7mm thickness. Android, right now it's on 360p. Android 4.1, so this is going to be a normal YouTube test. And it has a 16GB of storage and 32GB of storage, and it supports micro HD, want some full screen experience, and blah 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 stuff like that. And for browsing the internet test, I'm just going to say that it is actually slow, but despite from 1 gigabyte of RAM, this thing, whatever you have to browse on the. So for browsing a normal YouTube video on this, it's actually not too bad, but although it is reasonable for 1 gigabyte of RAM. And what will happen if I'm going to test a 12K video on this, which is going to be like, oh my god, laggy. So, and fortunately, we do have a maximum quality on this, which you can set is only 1080p on this tablet on a new Android. And that's it. So, and also most of my videos were filmed in 2x1, but you can zoom into view like that for some reason. And alright, after I've done some internet tests and including some YouTube tests, and right now let's get right into my conclusions of how I think or I thought about this Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 2.1 but on new Android of 7.1.2 Nougat. So let me say this tablet here, it actually works, but somehow it actually kind of lags in certain time, but very reasonable for 1 GB of RAM beside this. And I have to be charged all the time because, oh well, it's actually caused extremely laggy when unplugged. So, but hey, at least it works, and all of the bloatware inside this works. And what is this? I don't even open up that because, oh well, Lightning, I don't even know if it's actually the browser or something like that, but oh well, it's actually act as a browser, but I don't even know what that is. And here's the browser right there, and some bloatware right here. Everything almost works on this. And how about browsing Play Store on this, which is actually going to work, but oh well, you have to be patient waiting for it to load because of 1 GB RAM inside here. So, but for camera tests, which I'm going to say that it is still reasonable from what I've previously done on this tablet, which just like I said, a 3 megapixel back and a VGA front, which is still reasonable for this kind of tablet right here. I mean the kind of tablet right here. So, and everything almost works on this when not lagging, but somehow if it's going to lag at certain times, which is going to cause the tablet itself, oh well, just doing random stuff. Like it's just randomly crash and actually boots into the lock screen, and you have to, oh well, quickly quit the app that you're using, which it actually causes the lag. I don't even know where the source of the lagging that actually came from, but I don't know if it's actually due to the RAM or the app itself. Who knows? And for my final conclusions on this, which this tablet, it works, but you have to be almost be patient to be waiting for something else to load. So, but opening up some normal bloatware apps like calculator or some calendar, which it works for me just fine, including the camera too, which in this case it works this time. And alright, that's pretty much it for this Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 10.1 TTP 500 on Android 7.1.2 Nougat. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. I appreciate that, and I'll see you guys later in the next video, where I'm going to do more quality content like this for you guys. Congratulations, Samsung, you win the vote. But despite you suffer me a lot, but oh well, this time you work, and I'm going to forgive you for all of that. So, and again, thank you guys for watching this video, and don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. I appreciate that, and I'll see you guys later, all around, where I'm going to do more quality content like this for you guys. And hopefully I wouldn't have to suffer all over again. But anyways, bye!